What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I got a little bit of unfortunate news for you guys regarding one of the Dolphins' top players, and that is Xavien Howard. And so multiple sources are reporting that the Miami Dolphins have placed cornerback Xavien Howard on the active PUP list, physically unable to perform list. He was placed on injured reserve in October. And it's with, a knee. So, look, it is to be noted that he can return, basically any time before the start of the season. He definitely could come back, should there be a start of the season. But this is not good in the grand scheme, right? So, like, the short term might not be terrible, and he could, whatever he needs to do to get himself, back ready, whatnot. I mean, he might, miss some training camp. So that could cause, a little bit of delay in him getting the rust off and stuff like that, whatever, and getting into football shape. But the overall big picture is concerning because, he is supposed to be, like, literally one of the only cornerstone players that we have on the team. He was one of the only guys that they didn't get rid of in their big purge. And, unfortunately, as much as I love him and as wonderful as a player as he is, as elite as a player as he is starting to have significant issues with those knees, and that's not a good thing at a person or a player at his position. So, and I've been saying this for a while that, even if he does come back, I mean, he kind of the Dolphins skated and got lucky with him not, having to face any kind of penalties for his off the field issues. Again, I believe firmly that he should have had to have some sort of penalty. He got none. No civil penalties and no penalties from the NFL. The case was completely dropped in both regards. So they got lucky there. But I've been saying for a while that even if he does manage to come back clean from that and never do it again, etc., his knees are certainly concerning. And so it looks like now that is already starting to pop up and rear its ugly head. So that is something that we are going to have to keep an eye on. It is unfortunate. And also, real quick though, let's note that he is obviously one of our top paid players, and he's one of the top 3 highest paid cornerbacks in the league. And they fully guaranteed his contracts, which on one hand I'm happy about for him because, I'm glad that he's getting his money. However, I said back when they signed him to this contract that there are some concerns with the contract. And one of those concerns is that they front loaded it. So, I mean, like, he's literally just starting the contract extension. So if he's not, if we don't get like any playing time out of him for the next few years because his knees are going, then, I mean, it's going to end up being problematic because then we're going to end up having cap issues in part because of his massive contract. But if they end up, and they did structure it in a way where they could trade him, or whatever. And so where other teams would be happy to absorb his contract, etc., and take a flyer on him, or whatnot. So, like, it just, the way they structured it and everything, I wasn't a fan of, and it looks like they're going to end up, I mean, it's just frustrating because I'm not, like, totally right on this yet because, obviously it's, in the short term, at the very least, not a big deal, but it is potentially a big deal in the long term. And some of the potential issues and concerns that I had with, both their entire philosophy, the tanking philosophy, who they decided to get rid of, who they decided to keep, and then, when they gave him the contract extension, how they did that contract extension. So, Anyway, you know, I have that in a lot of my previous videos and stuff. So, you know, check that out. But it's concerning and definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on. So anyway, with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspectives. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.